In 1872, Aaron Montgomery Ward, a salesman, had an idea for a dry goods mail order business in Chicago, Illinois, that would later on be one of the most successful businesses, Montgomery Ward. Today, we are here in Northwest Portland. We're going to go up to Montgomery Park, which is now the new home from the former Montgomery Ward, and talk to you about the good times at Christmas and also the tie-in to my favorite and hopefully yours, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
So yeah, we are here in Northwest Portland and it just started raining. It was actually really nice, and as soon as I get to the spot I wanted to take you guys to today and talk a little bit about one of Portland's favorite department stores. Well, worldwide, Montgomery Ward was very popular. One of the first like mail order catalog places, and it was really popular around Christmas time. So we're gonna go up here and take a look at what Montgomery Ward looks like now, and I found some old-timey shots, and then we're also going to talk about one of my favorite, hopefully yours, favorite cartoon character and story evolved in Chicago at Montgomery Ward at Christmas time. So let's go up here and see what the building looks like now and talk a little bit more about Montgomery Park, which is this building right here directly in front of us. Well, that one up top there. And yeah, let's go check it out. And this is the giant Montgomery Park building, which when it was very first built, it was actually one of the biggest, if not the biggest, retail spaces in Portland. So as you can see, a ton of windows, just a giant offices. But for years, this was Montgomery Ward's department store, and folks would come from all over Portland, all over the world really, to shop here. The sign up top now states Montgomery Park.
Alright, so this is pretty cool here. Here's the front. Obviously it's been changed to Montgomery Park as well, but I love the fact that they have this placard here, and we're going to check it out. Montgomery Ward and Company Building, and I'll just read a little bit here. 14 years had passed since the 1906 Lewis and Clark Centennial Expedition drew throngs to the newly erected fairgrounds at this site. Not many landmarks remained. The massive World Forestry Center, the world's largest log cabin, still stood nearby, as did the old Portland Beavers baseball park, commonly known as Vaughn Street. It was December of 1919. The First World War was over for barely a year when George R. Thorne, president of Montgomery Ward and Company, announced the construction of an enormous warehouse here. The nation's oldest and largest mail order retail company sought to expand its operation in the western states and to open new markets in Alaska, Hawaii, and the Pacific Rim. And by September of 1920, Montgomery Ward Warehouse was completed, the largest commercial building in Portland, even without the north wing that was added in 1936. That is so cool, and I love that they have this placard here for us.
Found an old-timey picture, and you can still see the tracks here. That would have been it right about there, the old entrance. And that old-timey shot would have been right about, oh, give or take, right about here.
So we are in the main lobby here, and this is really cool. They've got all this artwork in here. Now, I'm not sure when this was Montgomery Ward, if it was the same layout, or, you know, things change, but usually the general, you know, layout of the building would probably stay the same, especially with these, you know, older style elevators in here. So let me know if you guys do remember coming in here, and if you remember, you know, any of these escalators or just, you know, the basic layout. But it's pretty darn cool architectural work, and I absolutely love these, you know, these glass elevators going all the way up. But make sure you guys chime in and let me know if you do remember the layout. We're going to keep making our way through here and make our way to the main lobby. Do you guys remember coming here at Christmas time with your family? Do you remember these escalators? Now, the store was always decked out really cool, you know, for the holidays with all the festive wreaths, and folks would come here to, you know, sit on Santa's lap and enjoy all the holiday decor. So I'm guessing you know, the general layout of the building probably the same here. But make sure you guys chime in and let me know your favorite memories of coming here. Did you actually sit on Santa's lap and ask him for your, you know, favorite toy you wanted for Christmas? Another incredibly cool tie-in to Montgomery Ward and Christmas time was a gentleman by the name of Robert May, who was an editor for Montgomery Ward, and he produced a children's book for his daughter, which you may have heard of. That's right, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was originally written for his daughter, and he brought the story to work, and Montgomery Wards would disperse the album and the book first and the album later, in their store to attract, you know, guests and enjoy children. And it went on to be, you know, basically a huge iconic success. One of my favorite, you know, cartoon characters at Christmas time. One of my favorite characters ever, really. And I can only imagine how fun it was to come here during the holidays. This place is enormous, and I just love the escalators and all the elevators. There are some stores in here. There's an Elephant's Deli here that looks like it's no longer in business, but yeah, definitely a fun tie-in that Montgomery Ward, you know, not only was a cool place to go at Christmas time, but, you know, basically helped create my favorite Christmas character of all time.
So yeah, just an amazing building all these years later. So yeah, this placard basically states like the one we saw before, but I like this one in the fountains there behind it. Kind of gives it that nice ambiance. But there you have it, the Montgomery Ward and Company building. And which was nice is when I walked out, it was, or when I walked in, it was raining. And when I walked out, it stopped raining. So it was meant to be. And I like I said, this building has a ton of history. So it's pretty darn cool that they would, you know, not just tear things down, and they would actually keep things rolling. Pretty cool. Thank you so much. That was very cool. Enjoy your day, bud.